Hi, welcome back to our channel. We are the Graceless Stitchers. My name is Colleen and this is my mom, Corinne.
Hi, welcome back. Thank you for sitting down and spending some time with us. If you're like me, I listen to Flosstube while I'm cross stitching. So I even sometimes put on like 1.5 speed because I'm not watching so much, but I do pause what I'm stitching to watch when people show up their WIPs, because isn't that what we're all about, is seeing everybody's WIPs and what they're working on. Couple things. It's nice to see projects we haven't seen before because it might give us something new that we would like to do. And for me, I love seeing things that I am stitching because a lot of times people are further along. So it's nice to be able to see what my project hopefully will be like, and it actually inspires me to get further on my project. So it's been a couple weeks since we made our video. Since that time, I actually was very sick last week with a sinus infection. And there was like 3 or 4 days where I couldn't even stitch at all. So I felt miserable, and I hate to say it, but part of the misery was knowing I couldn't stitch. So I would at night lay in my chair and I'd say to my husband, I'm so tired and I feel so awful and I feel so bad that I can't stitch because I couldn't even hold my eyes open. But on an antibiotic, I'm doing so much better. Back to teaching. I was teaching virtually. That probably pulled more on my eyes also. So we have a little bit of haul, and some of it's not all stitching, some of it's sewing. So if you're not interested in sewing, just fast forward through that. But all my sewing has to do with cross stitch because I'm not really a sewer. And I love my serger, so some of the stuff is serging. So we have that, and then I do have some exciting new things to show you. Hopefully it'll be coming. It's coming from Charting Creations in Canada. She has all these charts. If you remember my Anne of Green Gables from Soda Stitch, I got all the Disney princess ones. Well, not all princess, but Disney ones. She had it for a better price than I could get it on Amazon. So I'm really excited because that'll be coming. But I'm gonna let Colleen go first with her WIP. You know she likes to work on one thing at a time. So when I say WIP, it's because she goes a lot.
So I haven't touched this one in forever. This is called Fans of the Far East. And I have been spending, I would say, the past week on it. Right now I'm working more on the pinks. I just finished with the purple and blue kind of on the sides. So I'm going to finish this flower up and then go to a new project.
And this was from an Oriental book. I got it from, do you remember when Crossings was a big thing, the book club? So she pulled this out of one of the Oriental.
It's right there.
It is right here.
And it's like
Oriental Odyssey.
the pictures in the back.
Oh, and it's the back cover. So this is, yeah. So Colleen is, I would say, a monogamous stitcher. She likes to work on one project until it's finished, but watching Mom work on a ton of projects, sometimes she's like, you know what, I'm kind of bored. I think I'll go for something else. So what have you been doing? You've been drawing names out of a basket?
Yeah, I showed that before. Just to, like, I pull out certain ones I know I don't want to work on. Like, after I finish the flower in this, I definitely know I want to work on a towel until it's finished.
Because that's a gift.
It is a gift.
She's making lots and lots of gifts. So you're going to see, hopefully coming up soon, some more finishes from her. She has something she's going to show later as a finish, because she's the only one of us who's finished anything. And I told somebody that I would find a Goose Girl for them. So it is the cover photo on this. It's Charles Craft. Charles Craft Designs for Cross Stitch Spring Fingertips. So it's got all these towels, but Goose Girl was a pull-out chart.
So the towels were the more focus of this thing, and then that was just the sampler, isn't it?
Which is kind of funny. And I'm not going to show the chart. I'll show you the back, but you can see how big the chart is. But it is big. I mean, it's definitely made for like 14 count Ada, which she's not doing on. You're not doing it on 14 count, right?
I'm doing Ada, but no, I don't think.
Okay. So here comes the WIPs, the WIPs, the WIPs. So I have been doing dominoes through Semi-Sane Stitchers. That's the one that has all the big games for me. Dominoes. I told you that I had to do 100 stitches in my first project, 200 in the next, 300 in the next, and that they all had to be linked. So my first one was Do Different, which I had shown you guys last week. So I had to connect that with something. So I had started this in Mania. So I connected through the Bible verses because that one has a Proverbs. This has a Psalm in it. Where's the board? I took it. So I have, I did more on Thy Word. Thy Word is a lamp unto my feet. This is a Stony Creek. So my connection from this WIP to my next is the fact that it's a Stony Creek project. And yeah, I don't know when I'll work with this again. Although, I have to say, if you remember me saying I didn't love this linen, or that maybe Stony Creek wasn't my thing, I enjoyed this one more this time. And maybe it's because I'm not changing projects every single day, or linen 2 days in a row. I did find a pretty big mistake in it too, and I took that out. And this is terrible. I guess with Mania, my focus was new starts. A lot of these, I found a pretty big mistake, and I went ahead, fixed them.
Go ahead, finish this one.
Go ahead, and I, yeah, so I took them out, and then I would restart.
So with one of my projects I started for Mania, it's sitting in the stitching. It's like a little Yorkie in a basket. I told my sister on her birthday that I'm making that for her when it's finished. She can have it. But the fabric I have was too small for it because the framing space.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So I guess we gotta find you some fabric.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was gifts. I knew you said we decided. Are you turning it and trying it that way?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we said we'll just restart it, but I didn't realize it was the one that was a gift for her sister. All right, so this one is another Stony Creek, and this is my Boyd's Bears True Love.
Is it like a wedding scene?
It is a wedding scene. It's the Boyd's Bears under a gazebo. So no, you can't really tell what it is. This is like the groom's tuxedo. But I had shown you guys the patterns before, but I'll do a WIP parade close to the end of the year with hopefully some better progress. Then this is the Kiss, because it's another couple like the Boyd's Bears, so I connected it to a couple. Yeah, this is Mirabilia. My husband loves it too. It's more his style, like the Greek goddess.
Very tall and like.
Yeah, I've never done one like this, so it'll be interesting to frame. But you know what? Now that I think about it, all the ones he likes has really curly hair. Wonder where he gets that from.
A brown, not
brown curly hair. Yeah.
Not red.
Oh, but he likes my red hair. She doesn't like my red hair. So the Kiss was the couples. So I connected it through Mirabilia, which is under here. So I think that's where I did Cinderella. So I got some decent progress on that. Colleen, can you hold the board? Thank you. And I ran out of side stretchers, so you want to come this way? So I ordered some. So that's part of what's coming from Charting Creations also. We'll go a little closer. And I know I'm stitching, such a light color right now. So hopefully I'll be getting into a second color soon. So keep in mind that you're seeing me roll these up. Well, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. So I have them off the stretcher bars, and I can still kind of put this together. So I was watching some YouTube, Flosstube, and I found somebody who makes these sleeves to where you can put your projects. You actually tie your projects with like this. And I got the cord somewhere on the table, so I'll show it in a little bit. Yep, that's it. I think that's the one. That might be it. I don't remember. Yes. And then these came from Amazon.
That's what this is.
These are just for. Oh, look. You're getting to see them along with me. It's a pinch cool thing. Spring loaded. So I'll use the cord, and I bought several colors at Hobby Lobby. And then I'll tie those together, and I'm going to make a little sleeve. And she does only a single layer, but I know that any fabric protects from the dust, but I really want to make it nice, so I'm going to pad it and make it a double layer. And the reason I got this bag out, not just to put my rods away, I think I have enough fabric to make one of those bags out of my beautiful Beauty and the Beast stained glass. Colleen's like, why are you putting that on the table? So then my connection, that was Mirabilia. My connection was Disney movies were made from these fairy tales. So my Sleeping Beauty, again, you all know I had this pretty major mistake somewhere over here. I'm leaving it go for now. I'm still working from left to right, and when I run into the mistake part, I'll just take it out. I don't know if I told y'all, I did reprint it or recopied it, threw away the old copy, and I just highlighted the new stuff that I'm doing, and as I go, anything that is correct, I'm highlighting. So yes, my connection was Disney movies. And then my next one I did was another Disney. It was another, because you can't use the same thing twice. So not just Disney movie, that was Sleeping Beauty. So I'm doing the 3 fairies. So these are called the Firefly Fairies from Lavender and Lace. And fairies have pixie wands. So I'm doing my pixie project. Oh my gosh, I did this, I think I did 700 stitches in about 3 hours.
Sounds like your last thread.
Oh, yes. And I saved it. Shoot. If it's in my pile, we'll look.
Is it in your bag?
I think it's in my bag if you want to walk around behind. So, yeah, she's my memory. But anyway, I got so much done in this so fast because it's over dye floss. I'm doing full X's, and you know, it's pretty blocked in the letters, but it's so beautiful. I love this project. Faith, trust, all you need, it's not on here yet. All you need is faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust. And I love these colors. I hope you guys do too. What I'm using for the pixie dust. I couldn't decide between something gold or something bold. And because I had something bold here, I wanted something bright and bold. So that's what I'm going with. If you feel like we had a little bounce there, we paused it out because Colleen reminded me that I wanted to show you the length of thread I had left. Before I do though, I'm going to show you this. This is, I'm using all silks. Water Lilies, almost all silks. Water Lilies by Karen. This one is Midnight. This is what I used on the Faith. Trust was Java. It's got these purples in it. Absolutely love this. That one actually I just showed you was not the Midnight because I had 2 of them. Oh, Colleen, feel this. It is the softest silk I've ever felt. Some more Water Lilies. And then for the purples, I used 6-strand sweets. Hand dyed by Jessica Burr. I don't think she's around anymore. I don't know. I didn't do any looking into it. But I loved this rummed raisin because it's purple. And a little bit of, I was like, oh, can you believe? Now this I believe is cotton. But I got down and I was on my last word and I was like, I can't make a mistake because I'm going to be out of thread. That's how much thread I had at the end. I could not believe it. I was like, I have got to tape that to the, that's probably 2 centimeters because it's not an inch. I said, I've got to tape it to the card. I have to show you because I was blown away myself. This is amethyst, and this is what my word pixie dust is going to be. I love the different colors. It's got the blues from the top, the purple in the middle. And then, I don't know. I have a beautiful red, maybe for all you need. Just haven't decided yet. That one's a hard one. So I went from the pixie dust to the silks. Do you guys remember what I'm doing on silks? That would be my other project that I never thought I would like, but I love. My summer Quakers. I said to Colleen, I have got to work this in somehow. So through the Valdani silks, I made the connection. And I got all this done. This here and some of the leaves I got done. I think that was like 800 stitches. And I'm not going to tell you for sure because I don't remember. But if you don't remember, I'm a little behind on pretty much any of my stitch alongs. I haven't been showing you those for a while. And Colleen, might want to do a square or two before her next project.
I'm thinking of taking out and doing, because mine is at 8, I want to do a thicker, like 2 strands.
Oh, okay. So she might redo hers a little bit. So that was started as a stitch along with people in Garon Toten Bags or Tote Bags group. So another stitch along group that I'm in is the Peppermint Purple. That's the group, and this is a year of black work. And you guys know I've been showing this in months. So I got, I think these 3 done, or 2 of them. I got this done and these over here. And I added one more to the border. So I'm pretty pleased. And one night I did chart what I'm putting in the center here. So maybe I'll have that done not next Flosstube, but next time I work on this. And then I had to connect with that, but I couldn't use stitch along. So I got my animal almanac, because of course I got to get into this. Now here's my dilemma. I only need 1,100 stitches. And I can already see I don't think I'll be finished in the 1,100 stitches. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I already have, believe it or not, 600 stitches into my August. So with the rules of my game, once I hit my first 10 projects, I can reuse them. So I might come back to it. I just don't get as many points for the subsequent ones. But if I can keep going new, I get extra bonus in the drawing, because this is a real life game. So it's kind of cool. And then I am going to connect that to my Grimm's Fairy Tales, because you guys know I'm even further behind in that. So this was just things the connection was things I'm far behind in, or I'm behind where I'm supposed to be. So this is Picture This Plus fabric. Please don't ask me the color right now. But I'm going to add in, or my other one is the green Picture This Plus. So that is my connection. So I have haul, and you have a finish. Which should we do first?
I think we can do it.
You're finished?
I guess.
Or do you want me to save that to the end?
Yeah.
Okay. She's got some special stuff. Now, I don't know if I want to tell you where this came from, because I've been waiting 6 months. Oh, it says it right there. You'll see it. So I emailed Coloring Cotton again, and I said, you know, a month ago you guys told me that I was going to, that you had 2 of my fabrics and you were working on the last one, you'd be shipping it out. And I haven't heard anything, you know, do you guys have it? They didn't say anything, and an hour later, I got a shipping notice. So I was pretty happy about that. So the first one that's going to be on your left is going to be called River Rock. The second one I'm going to show you is called Toasted Coconut. And they're going to be upside down. Oh, I guess I could flip them around. So it'll be left to right. River Rock's in the back, then Toasted Coconut, and Rosé. It's got an accent, so I'm going to say Rosé. While I'm disappointed with how much time, I love these. These are beautiful. They do such nice work. And they didn't serge the edges. I'll have to show you. So those are the 3 that I got. And remember, these are, if you remember, they're from my chatelaine. Oh yeah, it is serged. So they went ahead and serged it for me. These are from my chatelaine. So I still have to decide. Oh, they picked like the exact color. Seriously? Their serging's no joke. I still have to decide. I'm gonna do some, I did some floss tosses, and it's somewhere between the gray and the pink, because my colors do get lost on the white. Yeah, I'll give these to you. Just set them on a thing over there. So what else I've been working on? So that's one thing I did while I was sick. Colleen would get up in the morning. I'd sleep on my chair, and Colleen would get up in the morning and I'd be like, I gotta show you this picture. Because I would remember I was on my computer and I was showing you website after website, because I found different bags that I thought I could make. So this one is going to be kind of a thin one. That's going to be the one for the rods. And I think I found what I think is going to be the perfect cross-stitch bag to hold all of my working on projects. And then I found a pattern that I think I can actually make the Q-Snap project bags. So are they underneath of us? I made, oh, there I put them behind the shelf. I made templates to make project bags. So that is pretty exciting. But the other day, I was feeling pretty good. And even before, while they were working on school, yeah, my one daughter was a little upset with me.
Yeah, she was humming too.
I hum a lot. It wasn't her who was mad though. Colleen is very good natured, very easygoing, and she puts up with me. So I serged the inside of my bag. Took care of all the raw edges so that my projects in there, no fuzzies get up on inside my project. So the only thing I've left for this big, remember this huge bag? The only thing I have left for this bag now is to make Velcro. We're gonna flip it. Is to put Velcro in here. So I ordered my Velcro and it came. That was something from one of those videos I was watching. I found somebody who made found snag-free Velcro, because that's the one thing. I don't like Velcro because I'm afraid it's gonna get on my cross stitching. And she said it doesn't have a really strong hold. Well, nobody's like opening and closing this constantly, so I don't care if it has a strong hold or not. It's standing like longwise on a wall, so
people don't put it
nobody bumps into it. It's out of the path, and my kids are all older. My dogs don't mess with stuff like this, so yeah.
They're careless sometimes though, because if they're eager for something, they start running and they'll just like plop onto the ground.
Yeah, or they run really hard to try to jump up where you are, and they miss. Yeah, both of the dogs can be a little clumsy. So that's kind of funny because they're little. This is yours. Is this a grime guard? I want to make scroll rod grime guards for Colleen.
Is that there? I thought, oh yeah, the scroll rods, yeah.
Yeah, scroll rod grime guards.
Birds.
And then,
Or not birds.
I like Paris. My dog's name is Paris. I like anything to do with Paris.
You should put in your screensaver picture.
Oh. So, that would be my Paris. I'm getting that fabric, and this kind of reminded me of the fleur-de-lis. I know it's not the fleur-de-lis, but it's got the little text me inside. These are the project bags that I am going to be making. And another Paris one. I was at Hobby Lobby.
It doesn't matter where you are. You go, oh, it's Paris. But she found like 2 other ones she likes, but they had some sort of glitter on it. So she's like, oh, can I use that one?
Yeah, the one didn't have as much glitter, and I said, I think I can get away with this one if I'm careful. And she kept going, no. Yeah, she likes this one. So if I have extra, maybe I'll make her a ground guard. I know I have all these projects planned. I did get the serging threads, and we bought new threads for this. Not sergings for these. So Joann Fabric had another sale, and I needed the Pellon for the inside of all these projects. So that's why I haven't started these. Well, besides all the games I'm playing. So if you're interested in ever buying a bolt from Joann Fabric, this is my Pellon. It was dropped on my porch in a bag like this. I want to show you my address. But I was like, wow, that's a unique way to send a bolt of fabric. Never in a million years. I seriously thought I was going to be getting a box. So when I saw that on the porch, I was like, oh my goodness, that's weird. But I knew I had to show you. So I told you as I collect my flosses, I would let you know the names. So this is Violet Very Dark. And I predicted $5.50. And it is $5.50. So $5.50 purple is Violet Very Dark if you order from Joann's website. This was on sale, I think, for $17 something. And I forget the number of skeins it's supposed to take the place of, but much more than 34. Because that's all it really, I mean, that's at 50 cents a skein. I think, is that everything I have to show? Wow, I mean, that I pretty much cleaned off my table. So now it's Colleen's turn.
I spent day and night on this thing. My favorite thing about this one, after doing it, I really like the claw. It's just so cute, and it's the Kreinik.
Okay. I'm gonna pull back so I can see the claw. Aww, right there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like gems.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it looks like she beaded right there.
So we plan to put this in the kitchen. What else I was gonna say?
It's gonna go right near my coffee maker, but it is a spot of tea. So how about you put that over where the calendar is? Because that's where you keep the electric tea kettle.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I had showed before. Maybe like during mania, like I had accidentally started it in a pink color because the anchor.
Although I would have taken pink.
But every other color I had was pink or was green, so I had to take it all out and then restart it. But I didn't get too far with it.
No, she did a nice job though. I'm very pleased. And if you're thinking, oh, I've seen that fabric before, guess what? It was a remnant off my pixie dust. Mm-hmm. And on Facebook, I get so many compliments on this fabric. People are like, what is it? It's Jobelan. Mm-hmm. And it's like the softest thing. So I told Colleen, I had a little piece left, and I said, I don't care what you make on it, but you got to make something. Just, it's so, I don't know, so nice, so luxurious. And all Jobelan does not feel the same.
Oh, and I pretty much, like I had first put this on a spring hoop.
Mm-hmm.
But then I finished it, and I think the stitches look even. I just did it freehand.
Yeah, she stitched most of this in hand instead of with a Q-snap. But hopefully soon we'll go get this framed. We just have to go to Hobby Lobby. Gotta iron it up, make it look all nice and flat. Upcoming projects, I'm gonna keep working on dominoes up until the end of the month. And I'm in a new game. It's called Crystal Academy. It is fun. There's 6 different prompts, 3 for each spell. So we sign up, in my group, we sign up for which prompts we have projects for, which, you know, I have all 6 prompts, obviously, with probably 50 whips right now. We're not going to count. Mania was like the worst thing ever for me because it gave me an excuse to start 31 new projects that I didn't need to start.
Excuse, and then me to just start them because I had 2 projects in progress.
Yeah, but she's doing well with balancing, a whole lot better than me. I did stop I did do a few of the other games where they gave you prompts, but again, I know I told you all it was getting to be a little overwhelming, so I kind of put those on the back burner. Right before I got sick, I started doing some of them again, and I felt the pressure coming back. I was like, yeah, this is definitely not for me. Although, come January, I think I might find a way to balance it better because I don't know, I still like it. Mm-hmm. I've been playing Farmville a little bit, but that probably is going away at the end of December anyway. I kind of play that while I'm grading because I can do a few things. It's not really playing. It's planting crops, and I don't even plant them the right way.
When she sold her mystery boxes, it was like 1,000 of them.
No. It was like 6,000.
6,000, okay.
So when I sold my special delivery, that made me a little not happy, but I didn't freak out. Mm-hmm. I went, oh, I can't believe I just did that. So, you know, I'm going, just seeing what I can do on there, but that's a lot while I'm grading my kids' papers and stuff. And then when I'm done teaching, I'm stitching at night. And yeah, my new team, Crystal Academy, I'm a night crawler, but
that's what you are.
I'll have to tell my group that. It's very fitting for me. I stay up till 3 a.m. stitching, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys are like this or not, but I am dragging most of the day. I even slept into 11 today. Yesterday I just napped before I started teaching, unless that was the day before. And then I'm kind of tired. I'm drinking coffee. I quit the regular at 7 p.m. But at 10 o'clock, after we eat dinner, which that could be the thing, I'm awake and I can't go to sleep. So it just might be how late we're eating dinner. So we'll have to see.
Which, 2 days ago, I mean, what kind of chicken was it?
Balsamic.
It was a balsamic. Like there was just a few noodles left over. Everything was eaten. But I made something else. Was it yesterday? Oh, I just made teenage life.
Yeah, but that balsamic chicken on Sunday was so good. I was like, I could eat this all the time. But she has a good cook. So anyway, that's about our real life. Just stitching plans. I'm going to connect with the Grimm's Fairy Tales And then I'm going to go into Once Upon a Fairy Tale from Amy Stewart, which is my Haid. So then I'm going to go from that into, I think, Mulan, just because I want to, that's one that I really want to get done. And I think that'll be up to 13 or 1400 stitches. So I'll get into Mulan because that's another Haid, and that can bring me back to Disney. So maybe I'll get into my stained glass, my big one, which, you want to go grab that? So maybe I'll have some to show you on that next time. It's out of the bag because that's the bag on the floor. But that is the size of my supersize Haid. So this is the progress I have. So maybe I'll be able to show you some different progress on that next time. And then that can get me back into my supersize Haid. So I think I have this wrapped around my head. I try not to plan too far because I don't want to be like,
so what's your plan with this? The border is going to be really pop, like how many threads?
Yeah, I have 3 threads.
4? I thought you said like 4.
Oh, I'm going to have to do some looking at that. Because I am doing it in tent stitch. Is that the back?
No, it has to be the front.
It has to, but it doesn't. I think I put this one wrong. Because that would be my front.
Yeah, that really does look. Because you would work on this side.
This is going to be interesting to try to figure out where I'm at in my project. But anyway, so that's my progress. I think she's looking pretty good. But this is going to be Snow White, and it's from Creatively Crafting. We don't have a whole lot. You have a retreat, but that's in 2 weeks. An overnight thing at church.
And then, like, they have so much stuff planned that, like, you go to bed at, like,
1 a.m. or something, yeah. She's never been anywhere where she stays up that late. I'm busy planning for my middle daughter's 16th birthday. So that's kind of exciting, too. But for now, we're going to sign off. And we'll say goodbye. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. It does take a lot to keep up with everybody's Flosstube, and we appreciate you. We appreciate our viewers, and share us, hit the bell to subscribe. Just the more subscribers that we have.
The bell is for notifications.
Oh, turn on the notifications. But if you hit subscribe, you can share us, and the more people we get to watch, the more projects that we're showing that they get out there, because there's a lot of people interested in different varieties, and we have, I think we're all over the board with what we stitch, so it's kind of cool. And I know I talk a lot, but they can fast forward through my talking. So anyway, thank you. Bye.
Bye.